At Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. And God said, "Ask what I should give you." What would you ask from God if He appeared to you in a dream tonight? Dear friends, welcome to Fully Alive with Irene. That verse is famously being known to talk about the wisdom of Solomon. And I remember this very clearly, this question that was put to us by a priest during a homily where he was preaching about the wisdom of Solomon. And immediately I had that thought. It really got me thinking, what would I ask God if He appeared to me in a dream tonight? What would I ask? If I only have one wish, what would that be? I asked myself. And thinking about that, I say, wisdom? Would I ask for wisdom? And I thought back to my early journey as a young convert. And I'm generally quite a kiasu person. I want to be ahead of things. I want to get things as soon as I can. I want to be ahead in my journey. So it's the same with my faith as well. That's how I live my life, So as a young convert, when I knew about Solomon, the first thing I asked for was wisdom. And I believe God is granting and is still teaching me and molding me in the way of wisdom, the way that follows His way. So then, what would I ask for? I ponder upon that. I said, immediately, my survival brain would want to ask for healing. Wow, I want an immediate, instantaneous, miraculous, now healing. But then it doesn't really sit right with my heart because I knew that's coming from the survival part. Like, I just want to get out of this as soon as possible, So then I continue to ponder on that question. What would be the right and appropriate thing to ask for at this time? In my journey, in my season where I am living with myasthenia gravis, I am living with a chronic condition, but I'm also thriving at the same time, And I'm also struggling with other things, with impatience, with the lack of understanding towards others and towards myself. And you name it, where that's the journey. So right before communion, I got that, I knew what I want to ask from God immediately. I say, okay, Lord, this is my request. What I want is the appropriate disposition towards the grace that is available to me. I am well aware that the grace of God is always abundant, and is always available for me. But whether I can tap on it or not, that's really depends on me. When it depends on me, I want the right attitude to say, thank you, Lord. I want to tap on your grace. I want to be able to live well. I want to be able to suffer well, to be a joyful disciple as I walk on this journey of suffering with myasthenia gravis, and to radiate joy, to really be that one that speaks about how good you are, God. And that was my prayer. And as I received communion, I felt that sense of peace that come towards me. And I'm like, wow, I know this is what God is answering. And from that day onward, I felt like, I reminded myself whenever I have difficulty, for example, like being too impatient, say, I remember that there's grace available to me, and was able to take a step back and to remember that the Lord is patient with me, and so the grace is available. So dear friends, if God comes to you tonight in a dream, wanting to grant you a wish, what would you ask for?